What's going on YouTube? It's your host Bruce GNT, and for today's video, it's a little bit special. So I've been paying attention to what's going on, in the political climate, and I'm seeing the ripple effects that it's having across the culture for the most part. So essentially what's going on, a lot of businesses, they're rolling back their DEI initiatives, and they're pretty much saying, hey, look, we're no longer just going to go based off of, the fact that you're part of the alphabet community, you're black, you're a woman, you're a veteran, anything like that. It's going to be merit based, something I can't really disagree with. And because of that, a lot of businesses, so like Target, Walmart, John Deere, and I want to say Ford, have kind of rolled that back. And in response to that, a lot of black people, mostly black people, pretty much have been saying, hey, look, we're going to boycott these places. And if you want my truest opinion, it ain't going to work. And the reason why I say it's not going to work is because this happens like every 6 months or so, where we say we're going to boycott someplace and then nothing happens after about 6 months. And in all honesty, boycotting because they're rolling back DEI, and there's a lot of misinformation coming out saying how they're going to stop hiring black people. They're going to pull out black owned brands out of these stores, which was never said, because I went looking for it, because a lot of people said that's what they're going to do. And I went looking for it. Nothing was said like that. They're just saying they're rolling back their initiatives, merit based for the most part. I think a lot of people are hearing what they feel as opposed to what is actually being said. But with all that being said, a business owner, Tabitha Brown, she pretty much heard about, I can't say she heard about, I think she was pretty much part of the movement of boycotting. And I guess she kind of has reservations about it, because she has a lot to say. So let's take a look.
Hello there. Y'all all right? I know. It has been a tough week, right? And baby, it's been a tough 2025, and we are still in January. But I know many of you are asking and have asked and sent me messages about the recent DEI announcements at Target as well. And as disheartening as it is for me, I'm not the only one affected by this, right? It's for everyone who is a woman-owned business, minority-owned businesses, black-owned businesses. It's for so many of us who worked so very hard to be placed into retail, to finally be seen and approved for retail. Because contrary to whatever the world might tell you, it has been very hard for black-owned businesses to hit shelves, right? Which is why it's such a big deal when we do finally land inside of retail. So it is definitely heartbreaking to feel unsupported, right? However, I am in business in multiple ways, with Target, with Walmart, and Amazon, right? I sell Donna's Recipe, my hair care products, right? Are on Amazon. They're also in Target. And of course, I have a huge partnership with Target. I sell my seasonings at Walmart. I do business all over, just like many other people. And what I can tell you is, if we all decide to boycott and be like, no, we're not spending no money at these organizations. Listen, I get it. And if that's how you feel, honey, I 1000% get it. But so many of us will be affected, and our sales will drop. Our business will be hurt. And if any of you know business, it doesn't just happen overnight where you can just go take all your stuff and pull it off the shelves. There's a process. And then you got to, like, where you going to put it? You got to have a place to store it. That's money, right? You got to have another place to sell it, which is almost impossible sometimes. And even if you sell online, it's a process when it comes to business. And everyone does not have the funds or the means or the availability, the space to house their own products, right? But the thing that concerns me the most, and I want you to hear me and hear me well, if we all decide to stop supporting said businesses and say, I can't buy nothing from there, even the businesses who were affected by the DEI ban, right? What that does is you take all our sales and they dwindle down. And then those companies get to say, oh, your products are not performing. And they can remove them from the shelves and then put their preferred businesses on the shelves. And then what happens to all the businesses who've worked so hard to get where they are? Then what happens, right? Now, I know that something that could solve it is ownership of these big corporations, right? It's a long way to go there. There are amazing companies like the Village Market in Atlanta, right, who support small businesses, and you can go in there and there's some amazing things that you can buy, but it's one store and it's very small. We're talking about mass market. You can't build that overnight. Do we all sometimes have these big dreams and aspirations to do that? Absolutely, right? But it is easier said than done, but it's not impossible. But until then, and in order to get there, we unfortunately have to play the game. And in playing that game, we got to be smarter than the ones who think they're in control, okay? And I say that to say, don't allow trying to be mindful with how I say this, because I want God to give me the right words, but don't allow foolishness to take us into separation and weed us out. Do you understand? Because sometimes that's what they want. And in times like this, they're telling us that. Okay? So as frustrating as listen, as frustrating as the whole situation is, as frustrated as I am, as all of you are, we still got to be smart. Now, you can still go into those stores if you choose to and buy specific brands that you want to support and let the other things, right, not get your money. But be very specific. There's so many women, right, that have worked hard to be a woman-owned business. Donna's Recipe is two women, me and Gina Wu is my business partner. We are self-funded. We are self-funded. And we are on shelves.
And what she said was pretty clear cut and dry. Understandable. It pretty much says, hey, look, it's fair if you want to boycott, but understand that other people will be affected, which is fair. And if you wade and get past all the misinformation, because like I said, as far as I know, and I went looking, Target did not say they're going to pull black-owned businesses from shelves. That's not what they said. They didn't say that they're not going to hire black people anymore. That, like, none of these things were said. They just said that they're stopping the DEI initiative. They're no longer going to have that be a factor. That's it. It's merit-based. In other words, if you don't make sales, then you will no longer be on their shelf because it's a business. Business's main goal is to make money. If you're not making money, you got to get out. What's so hard to understand about that? But because people do not know how to listen or they know how to process the things that they've been told, people have their own different takes. We're going to jump into that.
I don't know if y'all don't know the definition of what the DEI stands for and the reason why it was put in place. So I'm going to do you the favor of letting you know. I'm going to read it out for you. I'm going to read it out for you so you know. I'm going to read it out for you. Diversity, equity, inclusion, better known as the DEI, an organizational framework which seeks to promote the fairness and treatment and full participation of all people, particularly groups who have historically been unrepresented and subject to discrimination and bias of their identity and disabilities. So you're telling me right now that you want me to continue shopping in a store to support the millionaires who have products and brands in a store that does not represent us, that does not want.
So essentially what she's just trying to say is that because they ended DEI, that means that they don't care about us and that they will no longer support us. No, what they're saying is that based off the products that they sell within their company, within their stores, hey, look, if you can't hack it, you no longer have this little safety net to protect you to say, hey, look, we have a quota of, we need this many black owned, alphabet community owned, women owned, veteran owned products for us to, you know, live up to that quota. Like, we no longer have this for you. So it's survival of the fittest, Darwinism in a sense. That's what they're pretty much saying. And you're saying, nah, we don't want that. So in other words, you want someone to throw you a bone. You want someone to give you a handout because you can't hack it. You know, like I said, I've said it many different times. I'm not for someone losing their income, but if you can't make it as a business, then it is what it is. Simple as that. If you can't make it when it comes to certain things, it is what it is. We can huff and puff all we want, but if because of this initiative going away and you see that she has no sales, and let's ignore the fact that people are going to boycott. Let's just say people don't decide to boycott, which is stupid because it just doesn't matter. It's going to hurt the people that you're trying to support in the long run anyway. Let's just say that the boycott wasn't a thing, right? And her sales stayed the same or better yet exploded. Who knows? They have no reason to discontinue her. They can't say, oh, we're going to take you off the shelf, because one, that's stupid, because no business is going to say, hey, look, this is a black owned business that, you know, we don't like black people, but it's making a lot of money. We're going to pull it. That's dumb. No business thinks like that. This is capitalism. No business is going to go, well, a black person owns it. I don't like black people, even though it's making a lot of money. I'm going to pull it and then lose money. That's stupid. That's dumb. Business is about making money. But before I even go off, I'm gonna let her finish her little sermon.
Want us there? That's like the corporation going to them and saying, you know what? You was a good Negro. We like you. We don't mess with those, but we like you, so we're gonna keep you here. You can sell your products in the store. Oh, by the way, we are dropping a clearance on them, but you can sell your products in the store, but we don't like them. And then you get your.
It's crazy because that's not what was said. So you can't say it's like that because that's not what was said at all. You're conflating the two. Them getting rid of DEI isn't them saying, hey, you're one of the good ones. That's not it at all.
Behind on the internet and tell all of us, especially the people that are of your descent, and tell them, hey, y'all need to just keep shopping in the store and just buy my products because it's going to hurt me. What about the people that work at Target? What about the millions of people that are actually affected by this program being eliminated? Has anybody thought to stop and think about that? Have you thought about the millions of people that work at Target right now that could barely afford their rent, that could barely afford food on their table, that can barely afford to get by, living check to check, probably making less than $8 an hour, and you're telling them that they need to suck it up? It's okay.
What they gotta do with Tabitha Brown? She still got bills to pay. That's not her business. What? Okay, let's just say they didn't get rid of DEI. Those people are still struggling and don't have money, and she's still the same. What are you talking about? Them having DEI didn't make it so that those people all of a sudden were making more money than what you proclaimed that they're making. What does that have to do with anything? What does her trying to pay her bills, put food on her table, and provide for her family and those that she takes care of in the background have to do with people that work for Target? What does that have to do with anything? You see, this is type of stuff that people say is like crabs in a barrel, because you're trying to say, oh, because people out here are suffering, you shouldn't succeed. Why can't we get money together? I got nothing to do with the fact that they working at Target, that they can't pay. What they got to do with me? I can't. What do you want me to do? I'm confused. What do you want me to do with that? They could barely pay their bills and they're making $8 an hour. Oh. Okay, how is that Tabitha's? How is that Miss Brown's problem?
For them to go through this, they are now at risk to lose their job. Do you know why? Do you know why it was put in place? Because people were fairly and wrongfully discriminated against based on their color, their gender, and their disability.
Like I said, and I went looking for it. Nowhere did it say that Target is going to stop hiring or stop supporting black-owned businesses. Essentially what it's saying is that if you're a black-owned business and apparently you can't hack it in this job market or this market of you selling your products, then we're no longer going to have this safety net to support you, like I previously said. That's all it is. It's not firing anyone. Those Target workers that are not within the store selling, because those are two different things, they have no bearing on one another.
And Target, the company that you want us to go shop at, has dismantled it. Do you know what that means to the employees? It's basically telling them, we don't like y'all. We don't want y'all here. Make it make sense. This is not about the brands and the black brands. They probably can't even afford to buy your products. What you need to be telling people is that they need to not support Target, because any dollar that goes into your business still goes into their pocket. So now you're still funding a corporation that does not want to support the diversity and inclusion of people in the workplace. Stop playing with me. No, I'm not going to help continue to build your empire. Why don't you step away and reorg?
So essentially you're telling the people that work at Target that are black, brown, and everything between that they should quit their job because they're helping Target make money. What are you asking them to do? I'm confused. You want them to quit? And then not only that, what are you asking Ms. Brown to do? You're saying that she should take a hit and not be able to provide for her family like she's been doing for a significant amount of time because you're not gonna pay her bills. I'm for sure not gonna pay her bills. So I'm confused. She got her business out the mud, did what she had to do, crossed the T's, dotted some I's, and she made it on the shelves, and you're pretty much saying, no, F you, because the cause is more important. But last time I checked, the cause is not going to pay her bills. And you want her to reorg. Do you not know what that means to reorg? Do you not know what it means to just completely reorganize your business? Because she said it in her video. It's not that easy. There's so much that goes into that. So much. So you can't just say, oh, just reorg. Reorg what? Write out a business plan for her. How about you do that? How about you do that? Give her the blueprint, because apparently you know. And I don't like when people like pocket watching people. You don't know what she got. You don't know what she got to deal with and everything like that. Come on now. Why can't we just get this money together? What does them not being able to pay their bills have to do with her? I can't. What they got to do with me? I'm pretty sure she was once in that situation too. And what did she do? She did what she had to do, and now she's in the store. So what? We're going to jump into why this boycott is stupid anyway. But we got some more.
Now, Tabitha Brown. That was a very, very, very selfish, self-centered response you gave to the DEI situation with Target. What you should have been doing is contacting Target amongst your other creators and figuring out what's going on. Because maybe they have another plan they want to come up with that's better. Or maybe you guys could have sat at the table and came up with something that's equitable and better for everyone.
I'm not even going to try to get on this brother like that. But say you've never really been in corporate business or don't understand how business works without really saying it. Because one, she's most likely in a contract. That's not how contracts work. Two, she's not that big of a like seller within Target to have any weight to throw around to say, I'm gonna sit at the table at Target. She's not Sony. She's not any of these other companies that have way more weight and way more pull than her. Even if she was to collectively get with other business owners, that's not how that works. Three, I don't know what people understand how like the organization of companies work. I'm related to the military. The commandant, because essentially the commandant is the head of the Marine Corps, the top guy. No one above him except for the Secretary of Defense, and then obviously Commander-in-Chief, the President. So that's like the commandant passing down policy, right? Let's just say there's one unit in particular doesn't like it. Second MARDIV, whatever. Now within second MARDIV, second Marine Division, sorry, there is, I don't know, a company, right? And there's a company commander that doesn't like that. Company commander is usually, I think, a captain or usually a major, right? The company commander has an issue with this. You're telling me that you believe that within this whole huge organization that you think that her and others should be able to go up to the tippy top of the organization and say, hey, I want to sit at the table and talk about what you did, because that's not fair. They're going to laugh at you. First of all, I'm pretty sure she has someone that handles like whatever issues she may have with Target or whatever have you, like a handler or a representative or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And she directs all her questions and concerns to that person, and then they move it on up. There's a system, there's levels to this. And you as a grown ass man and you don't know that? This is pretty simple. Let's ignore the fact that she has a contract that pretty much states and stipulates everything that has to go on while she's with Target. That's not how companies work. Like, how do you not know that? Sorry, I wasn't supposed to get off like that, but that's just aggravating.
Not just you. Or maybe you could have just simply said nothing and worked it out amongst your consumers by going and creating a more awesome website so you can sell your products direct or something.
Do people not understand how web development and websites work? That is not an easy thing to jump into, because your consumer base has to properly transition from brick and mortar to online. And it's a whole different ball game, right? And the reason why it's a different ball game is because the attention span of the consumer has to be grabbed. It's different than when you're physically there and you're looking at a product, and the attention span right there is already low. Right now you're looking at a screen and you pretty much have to grab their attention and say, okay, hey, look, buy me. There's shipping and handling. There's technical difficulties because now you have to hire on a web developer and pretty much pay them a certain amount, or you could just have like freelance workers that come and work for you, but that's still a lot of money, decent amount. There's so much that goes into that. So people just like, oh, just have a web developer. Do you not know how much money that takes? Like the constant upkeep of that, the shipping, the handling. Like, what if due to her funds and what she has to offer, she has to up the prices of shipping and handling, and people are like, well, I don't want to be a patron of you anymore. What are you going to say then? Okay, cool. She does free shipping and handling. That's a hit to her margins. Now she's losing money as opposed to getting it. Okay, what about storage? Where's she going to store all that product? Because it's online now. Where's it going to go? I'm pretty sure she said that in her video. Also, a lot of people don't know this. Over 90%, maybe it's 87. I'm gonna have it on the screen. Over 87% of the businesses that are online fail within the first 4 months to a year. And people are just like, oh, just go online. How's she gonna get her business out there? Advertisement, you gotta pay for that. Word of mouth, that's not really gonna work. People say things and they don't really understand what they're talking about. Come on now.
But to make the comment that it's going to hurt creators, we know you are specifically talking about you. And the truth is, when you are at your level, Tabitha, and I don't know you, people don't have sympathy for you. Even at my level, people don't have sympathy for me. And I'm not even super rich like that. I'm not. I do okay, but no. So the next time you want to go on and deal with the media, or PR or social media, please use a PR team so you can think all the scenarios through, because the backlash has not been good. I still think you do great things. I will continue to support wherever I can, wherever my wife sees something or whatever. You know, I'm not against you, but at the same time, you can't make a selfish response when things affect the masses, okay? You got to think about everybody. And unfortunately, you didn't do that in your response, in my opinion. So next time, think it through. Talk to Target and see what's on their mind, and then come up with a response. All right? Have a great day. Thanks for listening, guys.
I'm gonna have a terrible day because of you. Because of you, I'm gonna have a terrible day. That's not how that works. It just isn't. That's not how that works. And plus, I hate this mentality, and I like how black people like to make it seem like we're together until you get to a certain echelon of wealth, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm not gonna have sympathy for you. Why not? Who cares? Why are people pocket watching? Why are you counting her pockets? She's trying to get, she got it out the mud. She was able to do what she had to do to get her business to where it is. And she wants her people to support her. And then y'all gonna sit back and talk about, well, we can't support each other because of stupidity like this. What do you mean you don't have sympathy for her? Not him in particular, not this young man right here or older gentleman. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is just in general. So people not gonna have sympathy for her because she has money. So the sisterhood and brotherhood only goes about so far. That sounds goofy. That sounds so goofy. The reason why this boycott is gonna fail and why it's stupid is because there's no goals. There's no like set objectives for it, right? They want to boycott these places. Okay, what's the next step? After 2 months of boycotting, what's next? 3 months, 4 months, 5 months? Are we trying to put them out of business? Are we trying to hurt their margins and whatnot? Is it boycott forever? Are we gonna try to put them out of business? Are we setting up infrastructure to set up our own stores so we can put these black-owned businesses within those stores? Is that the goal? What's gonna happen? Like, how long do these people that have their businesses within these establishments have to wait, considering they have contracts and everything in between? Like, what is their next move? Because she said it herself. Okay, cool, we have black-owned businesses that I could probably put my products in, but that's just one location spread across how many other locations that she has her products in when it comes to Walmart and Target. So what are we trying to achieve? Just a boycott? And like I said before, give it about 6 months, y'all gonna forget about it. Y'all gonna forget. Same thing with Starbucks. Weren't people boycotting Starbucks? And look what happened. You know, and I'm not saying that we can't stand up for things that are injustices. That's not what I'm saying. But this is not an injustice. They just ended DEI. Now it's gonna be either you make it or you fail. That's it. I see nothing wrong with that. Most things are set up like that. It's either you have what it takes to get to the top and make it, or you fall. And now essentially what you've done is thrown a monkey wrench into it, and now you're gonna make it so that she probably is gonna end up failing. But be that as it may, we'll go through the stupidity one more time.
So let me get this straight. So basically, old Tabby Tab has given us her tail to kiss. Old Tabby Tab has said, support is a one-way street. Never mind, life won't be fair for you all. Still shop at Target and buy my stuff. Me. Life won't be fair for you guys. Life is going to be harder. They're not treating you appropriately. But so what? Buy my stuff. Now, let me tell you something, Tabitha. What you could have done was to show us the same black women, because majority of black women are who's buying your stuff. You guys saw that video where I'm going from Target to Target looking for her stuff, right? Now, what you could have done to show your, you could have pulled your stuff from Target. They're going to take it away anyway, because let me hold your hand when I say this. Ending the DEI, that means you too. That means more than likely your black merchandise, they're going to show you just how you ain't one of them. And the thing about
where are people hearing this from? Because I went looking for it. Where are people hearing that they're going to pull their stuff? Where? In the comments below, can you tell me where? Because I want to know. I really want to know. Where did they say that they were going to pull their things? When and where? I went looking for it. And I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And I know she didn't find it because those nails can't type for shit. So I know she wasn't looking online for it. So it went word of mouth. That's how she heard. And then I'm not going to go over the pull your stuff. That's not how that works. You can't just do that. There's contracts set in place. Like I said, tell me you've never been a part of the corporate world or business or done any type of studying in business without telling me you haven't done any of that shit. Because it's pretty clear cut and dry. It is.
about it is, I don't even trust you anymore. I wouldn't even buy your stuff anymore because I ain't no telling what you letting those people feed us over here. Ain't no telling what you letting them give us to cut costs because you have showed your true color. I thought Blackie was the only one who started acting funny when y'all got money, but he got it from his mama because you have really showed us you're not one of us anymore. You're one of them. We would have came to Facebook Marketplace to buy your stuff. We would have came to garage sales. You could have sold on Amazon, TikTok, Shein, there's plenty of places that you could have sold your merchandise on. Etsy, Shopify, and guess what? We would have showed up and showed out just like we've been doing. But you don't have to worry about me no more, Miss Tabby Tab.
Press X to doubt. You want to know why I don't think that? Because all she said, which was, I don't even think that bad. And now black people are just like, black women, black people, are saying that they don't even trust her? What? This is what happens when you go against the culture, and it's so sad because all it takes is that one little thing, and all of a sudden now you're a pariah. All of a sudden now you're just to be untrusted. You're one of them. They always use they and them. Like, who are these people? Like, who is this weird, I don't know, cabal of like people that they think is like pulling the strings and shit? I don't know. The whole thing is just kind of crazy to me. It really is. It's insane.
You don't have to worry about me because how dare you? The audacity for you to get on here and tell us to hell with our costs. To hell with our costs. We need to shop so you and your family could be okay. We struggling. It's okay that we're not going to be treated fairly. So you stand for nothing. It's all about with you, right? And we love you so much. Like, we showed out when it came to you. We had so much respect for you, and you come out and say something like this. So in your mind, support is the one.
This is my last time stopping. What did she say that was so bad? I'm confused. She came on with the nice little auntie voice, all soft and everything like that. Like she's cradling your feelings in like a nice little warm blanket. What did she say that was so bad? What? Oh my gosh. What did I miss? Did I miss something? Did I not see something or hear something? And oh, how dare she want to take care of her family because you're struggling? What does that got to do with her? What does that got to do with her? My bills is my problem. Who cares? I don't want her to care about my bills. I mean, she want to pay, sure, but you know, no. Oh, we're out here struggling. You. If you can't buy it, which I'm pretty sure she said, if you want to support the boycott, still do it. But people, like I said, hear what they want to hear. What? Like I said last time.
As long as you and your family is okay, to hell with the rest of us. Wow. Now, I don't know what everybody else is going to do with you, but when I tell you, you don't have to worry about me, you don't have to worry about me no more.
This is why we're gonna fail, because people are too stupid and ignorant to, I don't know, just do a little bit of research, and two, get out of this crab in the barrel mindset. Like, what's wrong with you? Oh no, she wants to support her family. Oh, we're struggling. Who cares? Try to get your money up. Try to get it out the mud like she did. What does that have to do with her? What? She's the bad guy because she's saying, hey, look, I don't want to have to take a loss because I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this business. And y'all are like, how dare she say that? What? Y'all some ignorant mofos, I swear. Anyway. Yeah, that's it. Because I got a migraine a little bit. Like, my head is just, the stupidity swirling around is just, it's like a hammer just smacking me right in my temple. That's it for this video. I wanted to keep this one short, but it's probably not. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below. Tell me if I'm off. I don't care. Look, my opinion is my opinion. You don't like it, cool. Tell me why you don't like it. This is not an echo chamber. You're free to say whatever you feel like saying within reason. And let's have a dialogue, because maybe I'm missing something. Maybe she came back and said something else in another video that I can't find. But yeah, comment down below however you feel, whatever you're thinking. Tell me your thoughts and subscribe, because there will be more. There will be more. Peace.